Hi friends, நம்ம வந்து இம்பார்ட்டண்ட் லைன்ஸ் ஃப்ரம் த போயம்ஸ் அது வந்து போட்டுட்ருக்கோம். அந்த பாட்டு ஜஸ்ட் ரீடிங் தான் இருக்கும் போயம்ஸு. அதில் வந்து நெக்ஸ்ட் பார்ட் பார்க்கலாம். இதில் வந்து எயித்து போயமில் உள்ள லைன்ஸ்லாம் இருக்கும். ஓகேவா, 8th ஸ்டாண்டர்டில். ஓகே, பார்க்கலாம். இதில் வந்து 3 போயம்ஸ் ஃபஸ்ட் டேர்மில் இருக்குது. மை கிராண்ட் மதர்ஸ் ஹவுஸ், யூ கான் பி தட், நோ யூ கான் பி தட், தென் நோ மென் ஆர் ஃபாரின். ஓகே, இது என்னென்னு சொல்லிட்டு ஒரு போயமாக பார்க்கலாம். ஃபஸ்ட்டு மை கிராண்ட் மதர்ஸ் ஹவுஸ். ஓகே, இதை எழுதுனவங்க கமலா சுரையா. There is a house not far away where once I received love, that moment died. The house withdrew into silence, snakes moved among brooks. I was then too young to read and my blood turned cold like the moon. How often I think of going there to peer through blind eyes of windows or just listen to the frozen air, or in wild despair pick an armful of darkness to bring it here to lie behind my bedroom door like a brooding dog. You cannot believe, darling. Can you that I lived in such a house and was proud and loud? I who have lost my way and beg now at strangers' doors to receive love, at least in small change. Okay va, the poem. Next poem பார்க்கலாம். Next poem, you can't be that, no you can't be that. இது எழுதினவர் பிரெயின் பேட்டன். ஓகேவா, இந்த poem பார்க்கலாம். I told them when I grow up, I'm not going to be a scientist or someone who reads the news on TV. No, a million birds will fly through me. I'm going to be a tree. They said, you can't be that. No, you can't be that. I told them when I grow up, I am not going to be an air pilot, a dancer, a lawyer, or an MC. No, huge whales will swim in me. I'm going to be an ocean. They said, you can't be that. No, you can't be that. Sorry, I told them I'm not going to be a DJ, a computer programmer, a musician, or beautician. No streams will flow through me. I will be the home of eagles. I will be full of nooks, crannies, valleys, and fountains. I'm going to be a range of mountains. They said, you can't be that. No, you can't be that. I asked them, just what do you think I am? Just a child, they said. And children always become at least one of the things we want them to be. They do not understand me. I will be stable if I want something smelling of fresh hay. I will be a lost glade in which unicorns still play. They do not realize I can fulfill any ambition. They do not realize among them walks a magician. இதுதான் அந்த poem-ஓட லைன். நெக்ஸ்ட் போயம், நோ மென் ஆர் ஃபாரின். இதை எழுதினவர் வந்து ஜேம்ஸ் கிர்க். ஓகே, போயம் லைன்ஸ் பார்க்கலாம். ரிமெம்பர், நோ மென் ஆர் ஸ்ட்ரென்த், நோ கண்ட்ரீஸ் ஃபாரின். Beneath all uniforms, a single body breathes. Like ours, the land our brothers walk upon is earth like this in which we all shall lie. They too aware of sun and water and air, are fed by peaceful harvest, by wars long winter starved. Their hands are ours, and in their lines we read a labor not different from our own. Remember, they have eyes like ours that wake or sleep, and strength that can be won by love. In every land is common life that all can recognize and understand. Let us remember, whenever we are told to hate our brothers, it is ourselves that we shall dispossess, betray, and condemn. Remember, we who take arms against each other, it is the human earth that we defile. Our hells of fire and dust outrage the innocence of air that is everywhere our own. Remember, no men are foreign and no country strange. ஓகேவா, இதோட இந்த போயம் லைன்ஸ் அவ்வளோதான். நெக்ஸ்ட் போயம் பார்க்கலாம். இது வந்து 8th term 2ல் உள்ள போயம்ஸு. லேண்ட் ஆஃப் அவர் பர்த் வி ப்ளஷ் டு தை, டைகர் இன் த சூ. ஓகே, இது பார்க்கலாம். லேண்ட் ஆஃப் அவர் பர்த் வி ப்ளஷ் டு தை, எழுதினவர் ருடியார்ட் கிப்ளிங். ஓகே, பார்க்கலாம். லேண்ட் ஆஃப் அவர் பர்த் வி ப்ளஷ் டு தை, அவர் லவ் அண்ட் டாயில் இன் த இயர்ஸ் டு பி, when we are grown and take our place as men and women with our race. Father in heaven, who lovest all, oh help thy children when they call, that they may build from age to age an undefiled heritage. Teach us the strength that cannot seek by deed or thought to hurt the weak, that under thee we may possess man's strength to comfort man's distress. Teach us delight in simple things and mirth that has no bitter springs. Forgiveness free of evil done and love to all men beneath the sun. Land of our birth, our faith, our pride, for whose dear shake our fathers died. O motherland, we pledge to thee. Heed, heart and hand, though through the years to be. Okay, அவ்வளோதான் அந்த poem lines. Next poem பார்க்கலாம். A tiger in the zoo. இதை எழுதினவர் லெஸ்லி நாரிஸ். He stalks in his vivid strips the few steps of his cage on pads of velvet quite in his quiet range, quite rag. He should be lurking in shadow, sliding through long grass near the water hole where plump deer pass. He should be snarling around houses at the jungle's edge, baring his white fangs, his claws, terrorizing the village. But he is locked in a concrete cell, his strength behind bars, stalking the length of his cage, ignoring visitors. He hears the lost voice at night, the patrolling cars, and stares with his brilliant eyes at the brilliant stars. அவ்வளோதான் இந்த poem. Next third term 8th book பார்க்கலாம். Next 8th term 3 உள்ள poems பார்க்கலாம். 9 gold medals out in the fields with God. ஓகேவா? இந்த poems அந்த அளவுக்கு லைன்ஸ் வந்து கேட்க மாட்டாங்க, பட் ஜஸ்ட் தெரிஞ்சுக்கோங்க சரியா. The athletes had come from all over the country to run for the gold, for the silver and bronze, many weeks and months of training all coming down to these games. The blocks were all lined up for those who would use them. The 100-yard dash was the race to be run. There were 9 resolved athletes in back of the starting line, poised for the sound of the gun. The signal was given, the pistol exploded, and so did the runners all charging ahead. But the smallest among them, he stumbled and staggered and fell to the asphalt instead. The 8 other runners pulled up on their heels, the ones who had trained for so long to compete. One by one, they all turned around and went back to him and brought the young boy to his feet. Then all the 9 runners joined hands and continued the 100-yard dash, now reduced to a walk, and a banner above that said Special Olympics could not have been more on the mark. That's how the race ended, with 9 gold medals. They came to the finish line holding hands still, under standing ovation, and 9 beaming faces said more than these words ever will. David Roth. David Roth is a musician, songwriter, playwright and singer. நெக்ஸ்ட் போயம் அவுட் இன் த ஃபீல்ட்ஸ் வித் காட். இது இந்த போயம் லைன்ஸும் அந்தளவுக்கு இம்பார்ட்டன்ட் இல்லை, பட் ஜஸ்ட் தெரிஞ்சுக்கோங்க சரியா. இதை எழுதுனவங்க எலிசபெத் பேரட் ப்ரௌனிங். The little cares that fretted me, I lost them yesterday among the fields above the sea, among the winds at play, among the lowing of the heads, the rustling of the trees, among the singing of the birds, the humming of the bees. The foolish fears of what might happen, I cast them all away among the clover-scented grass, among the new mown hay, among the husking of the corn, where drowsy poppies nod, where evil thoughts die and good are born, out in the fields with God. அவ்வளோதான். ஓகேவா? இவ்வளோ தான் வந்து 8th இருக்க 3 டேர்ம்ஸில் இருக்க போயம்ஸு. ஜஸ்ட் இந்த வீடியோவை திரும்ப ஹியர் பண்ணுங்கள், உங்களுக்கு நல்லா ஞாபகம் வந்துடும். முக்கியமான போயம்ஸ் மட்டும் நல்லா கேட்கோங்க சரியா. ஓகே, பாய்.